Bro, they stopped my fucking live from earlier. And I wasn't even doing shit. They not even trying to let me appeal it. They just completely took it off and said this is what it is. So my whole fucking video, y'all could have took out that one clip if that was what the fucking issue is. And I was fixing my damn phone while they was driving because they done hit the damn violation button. Are you serious? Nigga, don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing when I'm driving. Shit, I'm probably one of the safest drivers in my damn family. That was aggravating as fuck. I woke up in a peaceful mind frame. I'm out of weed, but I still woke up in a peaceful mind frame. And for that shit to happen, that definitely pissed me off. My mama just won't let me smoking. Lady, I smoke for the same reasons why you on the medications. Leave me alone. And she just looked at me. No disrespect. It's the same thing. Come on. Oh. Yes, you only did it for fun. And you found out why you didn't like it no more. Leave me alone. That one was blowing hard yesterday. Mess up a whole fucking blunt trying to come out here and smoke because of the damn wind. They definitely tried to give me an original black amount. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. Oh, I hope y'all didn't get no boob. Oh my God, because I wasn't even paying attention. My bad if y'all did. Because I was not paying attention. If you did. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my hair. All I did was shampoo it. I really ain't got to do shit to it because, again, everything I got going on, I don't have to be made up, so. Because I'm not doing no hair other than 2 braids for no damn job interview. The fuck? That way, when I walk in the door, I can see how people wearing their hair and whatever and what I can and can't do. That's typically what I do whenever I start a job. Unless I was already, you know, except when I was in school and stuff. But now, I like doing things the way I like doing things. And if what I'm doing don't have any type of impact on my job, leave me the fuck alone. Give me my assignment, give me my duties. If I got to be with a friend, give me my friend. If I can be by myself, tell me everything I need to do so I can work. If I can write my shit down so I ain't got to talk to nobody, please allow me the opportunity to write my shit down. Even when I didn't smoke, I always wrote my shit down. And being in such a small space is definitely aggravating as fuck. Claustrophobia, bro. Like, for real. We was talking about elevators the other day at the doctor's office. I said, I don't let people on the elevator with me. When I got my baby, she can come on. And when I was married, my ex-husband come on. That's it. We ain't no more room for nobody at the end. Going down. It's calm out here today. They had some little kids outside playing at the little daycare today. I always felt like a daycare right there on the corner was dangerous because of where they got the playground sitting. And somebody else hit the violation button. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting here. Something's dead around here. And they fixing the damn median for more foods decide they want to take a U-turn right there versus going to the light or turning around in the gas station parking lot and going out the other side. Hell, I think it's funny when it's been raining and folks try to turn and make a U-turn right there. Bro, do you not realize that ain't nothing but dirt? That is no gravel right there. And this car was just stuck. And it was a regular car. It wasn't a truck or nothing. It was a car. And I was driving by and I'm like, bruh, you stupid. Do you not realize that that is wet? You must be new in the area. Because unless you got a truck, something that's going to get you up out that mud, you fucked on, boy. I kept on riding. I don't know if I was on the way to work or where I was on the way to. I'm like, really? You could have even went down a little further and turned around in one of the neighborhoods. You could have turned around in the damn trailer park. But you decided to turn right there. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's a vulture hovering. That's not an eagle. Because I'm like, what is it? All right, but yeah, my bad. So before TikTok became fucking haters, I'll show y'all everything I used to shampoo my hair this morning. So this is what I used. And then once I got done, I put this on my scalp. And I put this all over my hair, and I put my shower cap and my little turban on. So, and my little brother decided he wanted to come home for a couple of days, and it always, I can't wait till I move back out. Because again, like I told that motherfucker, I don't have a man no more for a reason. And you're doing exactly the things that he was doing in the end. Being inconsiderate. Wipe your shit up. Especially when he wasn't there. My thing is, you ain't living there, but you coming home leaving a whole fucking mess for me. Or you come, take you a shit, and then go back to your damn daddy house. Nigga. Really? No. That's why I told his ass, your ass can't come back over here and take no shit, because you real disrespectful with your funky ass. Take that shit to your bitch house. Let her smell what the fuck that is since she want to smell you so much. And baby you in public so damn much. Girl, shut the fuck up. That nigga's grown as fuck. Hell, I was doing all of that shit, and your daddy was like, nah. Your daddy gone now, so it's okay for a bitch to baby you in public. Boy, that was funny as fuck to hear that. Girl, your voice is annoying. Shut the fuck up. And supposedly she a nurse or a teacher. She's something at the school. Yeah, you need to be around kids, because kids are the only ones that's going to be able to endure that voice, homegirl. I ain't even hungry. Because I don't feel like cooking. And I'm not going walking right now because I can't get none of the Gatorades and shit right now. Unless it say it's for medical purposes. And most of them is like the Pedialyte and probably the Electrolyte and shit like that. I don't want to drink that shit all the time. I was drinking that shit when I wasn't feeling good. Whether people knew I wasn't feeling good or not, I was drinking that shit because I wasn't feeling good. But I prefer like the Body Armor and all of that other shit. So we're not going walking today. But I go back through there throughout the day and see if they release it or not. And then they only suspended me for like 7 minutes. Really? Crazy. Maybe I went in the gas station and everything. May I have a black and mild, please? And when I looked down at my phone, they had cut that bitch off. Like, really? You could have cut that bitch off before I got out the car. Shit. Because that was where the violation occurred. They waited until I got out the car and got into the gas station to cut the damn live off. It's crazy. And like I said on my last live, my video from last night uploaded fast as fuck. But all them other ones had been taking days to upload. I'm like, really? Why did this one? What was so special about this one? For it to upload within like 5 minutes. I mean, when I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm finna get up. Let me go and upload my video from last night. As soon as I hit the button, that bitch was up at like 86%. Oh, so I guess whatever I talked about last night was acceptable. Whatever I was doing last night, y'all didn't have to do a whole bunch of overviews and shit. Oh, look at that. Radioactive. Like I was listening to all types of stuff this morning. So the fact that they cut my damn live off, and again, I woke up peaceful and everything. I'm like, bruh, aggravating as fuck. And then I had invited somebody last night to my live on accident. I was like, oh, please don't answer that. Because I was not trying to click that. Was not trying to click that at all. I'm talking about 98% of your viewers are silent. Well, unless they under here talking about something, that I want to talk about. Most times they not. They up under here talking about baby this, baby that, being rude. If it's not somebody I've been interacting with all this time, most times I'd rather you just hush, honey, until we get to know one another. Because folks just get under here with all of their audacity. And the girl whose dog who bit me, she still ain't reached out. So I'm like, yeah, girl, don't talk to me when you see me in public again. Because she was talking shit about other folks when I would come around. But she ain't saying shit on Facebook no more. And then she posted something on Facebook talking about not my high school bully reaching out to me. Really? You felt the need to let us know that? Girl, you was one of the bullies. That's the funny thing when she put that out there. Girl, you was one of the bullies. Just because you was sick, they ain't changed a damn thing. And when she told me who her bully was in high school, I bust out laughing. Because I'm like, really? Because she ain't bullied me. Yeah, and I'm short. And had a lot of folks fucking with me. I'm like, that particular person didn't fuck with me. But I think she called her out because she was a jockey. But You were in the band, so it's the same thing, homegirl. Ain't no difference. Ain't no difference. Equals. Because we all had the same issues growing up, so we all equals, homie. But yeah, that shit was funny. Girl, I know you not up in here in this house trying to play like you all innocent and sweet and shit. Girl. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Baby, that's one thing couldn't nobody say about me, playing sweet and innocent. Because the people who knew me, and the people who didn't. My mama finna come in the house, y'all. She probably sitting outside in that car talking. Was. Hey, girl. You need help? Coochie not out. Coochie not out. My coochie not out. They shorts, they not panties. Nuh-uh, ma'am. Because you came out here in your drawers that day talking about, oh, I forgot something in the car.
This was not drawers.
Okay, they were briefs.
This was not drawers.
I was going to say, it did it. I heard it. Yes, ma'am. Good night. Yes, ma'am. Yay. Because if she give it to me early, I'm dropping this shit off early. Baby, that whole little hairstyle is going to take me out. Baby, ain't going to be no ends after dealing with her. Baby, I'm finna be doing this lady hair for free for the rest of my life. Y'all just don't understand the issue I have with my mama helping me, bro. I'd rather you hand me my money for my services than for you to help me with anything. Reasons why I don't ask her for help. Baby, give me my cash. That is why when I was married, I tried my best not to ask her for help. Because, baby, when I come do your hair, I want all my ends. Every last cent. That's why I feed her ass when she come to my house. Mama, you need to take a nap? You need a blanket? What you need, girl? Baby, these are for you. All of these amenities are for you, girl. Shit, that's why I did my friends like that. I want them to be comfortable coming to me, getting their hair done and shit like that. Baby, we need to take a break. We don't need to be agitated. We hungry. What we need to do? Shit, you need a nap? Hell, we out. Well, I was the only one married. Everyone, was in, relationships or whatever. If your man calling, he needs you to come, whatever the case may be, he needs you to stop and go do something. I didn't give a damn. Shit. Because 9 times out of 10, depending on what was going on, if they left, I was finna take a nap until they got back. Or if I had Diamond, me and Diamond was finna do whatever we was finna do until they got back. That'd be about it. And most times, with my best friend, if she was going to do something, that didn't require, the kids not to go, if she was taking her baby with her or whatever, if I wasn't keeping him, TT, can I go? She might not want to deal with you. Sometimes I let her go out the door with her TT, and sometimes I do. Because, girl, no. And when my friend, I could see that I actually needed a break from my kid. Come on, Diamond. Thank you, friend. Baby, that is the one. That is the only one that could pop up at my house and say, I'm finna take Diamond to go do something, girl. We'll be right back. Okay. Because I know she gonna tag her if she get the showing out. And she was a lifeguard, so I know she keep my baby alive. So, but ooh-wee. Them two together? Oh, my goodness. My kid is really all her. Because I'm me, but my kid is all her. My kid got all of this attitude because of all of the change around her. That's me. But her whole personality is my best friend. That's why I told her, baby, you are not too much. And anybody that come across you that tell you too much, they not enough. And you let me know who them people are so I can make sure you not around them motherfuckers. Definitely told her that because there's nothing wrong with you. Put you with a group of kids just like you, and that be that. Because she's, like I said, my daughter has played with kids with disabilities and kids without disabilities. She's played with kids in foster homes, and she's played with kids, in home with one or both of their parents. So I definitely have to teach her all the way around, especially with kids that she don't know, coming, from foster care and stuff like that, because you don't know what kind of situations they in. Even people with their mom and daddy, you don't know what kind of situation they in. Ain't no problem with being friends, but don't be no fool, which is why I tell her, baby, if somebody do something to you that you don't like, you tag that ass until somebody get to you. And you explain the story later. And shit. Because people be knowing that their children have disabilities and be trying to hide it and stuff like that. It's like you are putting other people and their children in danger, yo. Stop doing that. Stop being embarrassed and all of that stuff. What's embarrassing is you didn't ask for the help for your child. That's what's embarrassing. And you know your child has a disability. That's why I was like, my kid don't have no disabilities, and y'all are definitely fucking with her development with all of this bouncing around and, shit like that. Because, like, reading, I told her dad, when we were, okay with talking to one another, I told her dad, I said, when y'all teaching her how to read, like, if y'all out in public or something, like, point at things and stuff like that and read it off to her if she don't know it. That's what her and I did together. Or she would just randomly start reading stuff in the car while I was driving, and I would just ask her, well, baby, where'd you see that at? Oh, that was back there on that sign. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Whether she got the word wrong or not, it's just the fact that she at least attempted. That way, once we in front of a book or in front of a poster, billboard, or whatever the case may be, she come across the word again and it said incorrectly, okay, well, someone can correct her. That'd be my thing. Like, I get it if your baby been reading since they popped out the womb. I totally understand. But everybody's child ain't like that. And I didn't want Diamond to be like that because, again, I wanted her to be a baby. I wanted her to be a toddler. I wanted her to have fun. I didn't want to do her like we were done, after certain things. And we were being, you know, forced all of this education for a number of reasons just to help our development. She didn't, like, again, she didn't have the issues I had, so I ain't have to do her like that. Like with the chores and stuff like that now. The whole dishes thing, I understand what my parents are trying to do because at this age I was pretty much washing dishes. But Diamond don't have that she don't have to worry about that right now. Teaching her a little at a time is okay with me. But I'm her mama. I do everything for her for the most part. So that don't bother me. It'd be different if she was like 14, 15, then yeah, she needs to be in the beginning stages of learning how to cook or, whatever the case may be. And I'm saying it's based off of how I was taught. I was cooking meals at 9 and 10 years old for me and my little brothers, even though it was just breakfast. Because that was the easiest thing for me to cook, and that was the only thing my daddy allowed me to cook was breakfast. If it's not breakfast, if it's not some eggs or some sausage, no, don't be in here cooking it. That was how my daddy was. The older I got, I did grits and oatmeal and shit by myself. Where is it at? Is it right here? Yeah. Where I burn my face. Yeah, it's pretty much gone now. But yeah, where I burned my face when I was a little girl. But my little brother, baby brother, scared the shit out of me when I was making me a bowl of grits before bed one night. And me and that glass bowl did this and them grits landed on my face. I'm like, bruh. I think I told this story in another one of my videos in a little story time or whatever. Baby, that whole little top layer of skin came off. I was so upset with my brother because I'm like, bro, my face. But yeah, it's pretty much gone. Yeah. Whatever picture I had showed y'all, I can't remember which side it was. I think it's this side. But it took forever for that little dark mark to go away. I don't feel like playing the belly button game today. That was cute last night when I was in the clouds. I need to get something to get this fan off because get this fan off to clean this fan off because I'm so short. Using a towel alone just don't get it. Even just using, like, if I was to take one of my pillowcases, like when I'm getting ready to wash or whatever, and wipe the blades off like that, I'm still too short. I'm gonna have to get one of those dusters with an extender on it. Like in my apartment, the ceiling wasn't too high from my bed. I could stand up on the bed and at least stand on my tippy toes. 300 pounds, big as fuck. I could stand on my tippy toes and clean the blades off that way. Normally that was what my husband did, my ex-husband did. He normally took care of the fans and all of that shit because I was short. He did all the dusting, really, because he said that was therapy for his lungs, for his asthma. So I let him do that. And when he cleaned up the bathroom, the only time I fussed at him about cleaning up the bathroom is when that fool would close himself up in the damn bathroom. You trying to pass out in here on me? Open this damn door and crack these windows. Talking about I'm all right. I heard what you said, but open this door and crack these damn windows. You in here with these damn fumes. Shit. Hell, you can play with your asthma. I'm not playing with your asthma. The only time I smoke, like directly with him, not with him because he didn't smoke, is if we were in the car together and we were traveling. That is the only time. And that was because he knew when I needed to smoke, so he didn't mind. But I tried not to smoke in enclosed areas with him. As I said, you can keep doing that shit with your friends, but you're never gonna use me as your sickness. Other than that blood pressure, because baby, I'm finna say whatever I want to say to you, and I guess we just gonna have to thug it out, Pookie butt. You're gonna have to thug that shit out. Because at the end of the day, if your friends can call you a bitch and all of that shit, and baby, please. Because if you ain't throw no fist in, you need to keep your fist to yourself now. Because when I said that to my mama, baby, I'm not finna watch nothing. He gonna keep his hands to himself because I don't talk to him. The only thing I asked him was, don't talk to me about your bitch. Because I don't have a boyfriend and haven't had a boyfriend, so I wasn't talking to him about no boyfriends. If I was just talking to somebody just for, not for entertainment, because some of them I did like or was interested in, but that's about it. I didn't come up to him and say I had no boyfriend. When we were trying to work out our situation, when we did decide to have sex, are you seeing someone? Yada, yada, yada. No, whatever, whatever. So, but I'm just like, I ain't talking to you about no nigga. Nigga, don't talk to me about no bitch. Diamond only met one person, and him and I knew each other, as teenagers. And that she didn't get introduced to that man as my boyfriend. She got introduced to that man as one of my friends because we all lived in the same area. We all went to the same school. In her eyes, he's one of my friends. In my eyes, I'm still feeling the nigga out because we are different people from when we were 16 and 17 years old. So, and that's for anybody that come back around that don't know Diamond, because Diamond only knows certain people. Diamond only knows certain people, and only certain people know Diamond, and she don't really know who they are. Because one of the girls that came across me at one of my friends' funerals, all I told Diamond was, this is one of your aunties, you just ain't seen her in a while. And for that bitch to reach out to my mama, and we ain't talked in I don't know how long, she definitely lost her marbles, because I don't know why the fuck she thought that was okay. Unless you had a personal relationship with my mama behind my back that I knew absolutely nothing about, bitch, don't reach out to my mama about my feelings and my emotions, saying that y'all concerned about me, because y'all had direct access to me for the last however many years. Direct, whether it was a phone number or social media, y'all had direct access to me. Don't fucking message my mama about a damn thing. You want to hold my head up while I'm crying, then you reach out to me and you say you want to hold my head up. Don't reach out to my fucking mama. My mama got a whole bunch of shit on her shoulders. Shit, including me and my siblings. Don't fucking do that. Hell, I'm not reaching out to nobody else's mom and daddy about their bullshit. Hell, and whenever I was talking to somebody else's mom and daddy about their bullshit, their parents reached out to me. Like my ex-best friend, her stepmama kept reaching out to me about her shit. And I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. Because she don't talk to me about the shit that she lies about. She can't come to my house because she lies too much. I didn't tell her stepmama that, but that was why I said she could not come to my house, because she lied too much. Once my daddy said I couldn't hang out with her ass outside the house, she could only hang out over here with me. I was like, okay, well, that's not the type of friendship I want, because I already know the type of shit she be doing. So, yeah, she can't hang out over here like that. We can hang out from a distance, which is what we did. I definitely got tired of her crying to me about her bullshit with these niggas, because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I know she always held it against me because when her baby daddy was beating her ass, I didn't come to her rescue, but my boyfriend at the time said no. And he didn't feel like fighting. I'm sorry. And we were close enough. I was probably the closest one to her at the time. Because she was staying in my house to go be with that nigga after I told her stop being with that nigga. And he knew the situation. Dario, he knew the situation. That's why when the shit hit the fan, he was like, no. Because she had been over here sleeping with some of his friends, and then she was doing whatever she was doing with her baby daddy. He was like, no, do not take your ass over there. Okay. He was like, you can stay on the phone with her, but don't take your ass over there. And that's why I was so pissed off at her, because I'm like, if your grandparents are your lifeline and your everything for whatever it is you need to do, or at least that's the notion you giving out, you definitely needed to get your shit together, because you're putting your grandparents in danger. My papa couldn't swing fists no more like that once I became old enough to be able to, have a man and all of that stuff. So I definitely tried to make sure whenever I did decide I wanted to be married or somebody wanted to take me serious, I definitely took a lot of things into consideration, because at the end of the day, can my uncles and my daddy and my papas beat this nigga up? Can they tear his ass up? Okay, so then we got to think about this. But now, it's like, when I come across a man, can you protect me and my remaining family members from everything at this point? Because we grown. I really hope you done did everything you needed to do. I'm not trying to live an overly righteous life, but I definitely want to stay on the right path until the day I go home to be with the Lord. I'm just saying. Excuse me. Because people think just because you are, people of Christ are deeply off into religion like that, you can't have no fun. No, that's not what that mean. But that mean when you do start doing stuff and you are of a particular caliber, you definitely gotta be careful. And that's just what that is. That's why I told him, you need to pick sides as well, homeboy, because it don't look right, especially when because of who your mom is. It don't look right. Sorry. I get what your dad did, but because of who your mom is, something just don't look right. And it's like you're supposed to make the decision. I didn't take no oath to do nothing. So I can just still be me. 100%. My parents didn't get me involved into anything. I can still just be me. The only thing at this point my mom and my baby brother keep forcing is this law enforcement thing. Baby. Because I ain't gonna lose a good job because I felt the need to pop somebody on their lip. I like to enforce laws another way. Especially if I have to take all of my jewelry out of my face. I don't want to do that. If I can't sit behind no desk with all of my piercings. I'm not finna be I'm not finna be uncomfortable. I'm finna be me. Like I told a lady before, because I did have a job, a correctional job that called me like a few months ago, but my leg was still healing. And I was still figuring out the whole name change thing because I told them I hadn't changed my name yet on my license and all of that. Um, and she was like, well, as long as whatever you have, tattoos or piercing, doesn't offend anybody here. Um, and she said something because it was a detention center. And she was like, the nose ring thing. And I said, well, I changed my nose ring depending on the season. I said, so that is probably going to be an issue. And she was like, okay, well, I understand. And she was like, well, if you reconsider it, you can always reapply, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay. But it was good enough to know that, I was at least considered to be at a place like that because I've never hired anybody, so I don't be knowing what people actually look for when they are hiring people, outside of whatever they know what the parameters are. So for me to be picked out of a whole bunch of other people that could have gotten called for that, I was like, okay, cool. Because I'm like, am I going to be around inmates? Like, she couldn't tell me exactly what it was, but it was going to be a desk job. But if it's a desk job and I still got all of these stipulations on my tattoos and my piercings or, having to cover up certain things, like, no, I'm okay. When it's cold, I want to cover up. When it's warm, I don't want to cover up because I'm not going to be sitting in my desk sweating and shit. Because, again, I don't wear deodorant. I don't wear that shit unless I have to. Unless I know I'm finna go somewhere where it's smoldering and we finna be real close and personal. I don't wear that shit. I started weaning myself off of that shit a long time ago. And even still, growing up, I really didn't do deodorant a lot. I only did it when I had sports events and when I was at school, really. And when I was going over to my grandparents' house, because they were smokers. So I wore deodorant then. But all the time, thin layer. Thin layer up under that arm. Once I got away from the stick and started using gel again, baby, it was over. I started weaning myself. My cousin's wife, she was suggesting like natural deodorants and shit. And I was like, baby, I've tried natural deodorants. I put that sucker up under that arm one time and that arm got the burning. And I was like, I had to try out the other kinds. The only thing was they weren't holding me. So I'm like, I'm not musty at the end of the day, not wearing no deodorant, on a regular day. I'm not finna keep playing with these damn and buying these damn natural deodorants and they not fucking working. Like, no. And like, I didn't want to use the natural deodorant on Diamond because I'm like, that's not going to hold her. And so we tried it, that, and I didn't want it to burn her little underarms. So I didn't do anything until, she got to a point to where it was like, okay, we're going to start you off with a little regular deodorant. And I did start her off with the gels. I don't think she's done a stick. If she has done a stick, the adults put it under her arm just so it wasn't caked up under her arms. But, yeah, I give her the gel for the most part. That way it's something easy for her to wash off. Because at her age, I knew how to wash my body a whole lot better than what she does. So the gel is a whole lot easier. The gel is a whole lot easier. Because I don't want her having certain issues that folks don't fucking know about. So, like, we just do the gel and it'll be okay. And I just monitor her and watch her, little body. And I always tell her to tell me, like, if it's something wrong, if something don't feel right, stuff like that. So, and because she's becoming of herself, I allow her to do certain things on her own body. I don't do anything unless she allows mommy to. That way she can always be comfortable with her own body, and that she knows that she can always say no or say nay whenever she wants to, you know. So, but some things, let mama see. Because, if I got to make another trip, because this kid ain't wash it right, talking about it burn. Because you not sitting your ass all the way in the water or rinsing all the damn soap off, girl. That, or you ain't washing it at all. You just going in there, getting in that water and just playing and ain't washing your ass. That's why. Hey, go in there and wash your ass. Got me making no trips to the emergency room. And when the doctor and the nurse is sitting there and they didn't even touch her. They just looked at her under the little blanket. And she just sitting there wiggling her toes. Girl, get up and put your drawers and stuff on so we can go. Cause what? Baby. That was the one. Because once the doctor was talking to me and all of that, and she just sitting there just as happy. Now, before we left this apartment, your ass was screaming and hollering. Now you ain't screaming and hollering. Shoot. Baby, I text my mama and my siblings and my daddy. I had to take this kid to emergency. She hollering about her vagina. And I think they was all scared to respond because they didn't know how to respond or what was going on. Baby, she just wasn't washing it. And at the time, she was with his people most of the time because I think I was working. I'm like, can you tell them to make sure she washing her ass? Got me making unnecessary hospital trips. Well, what you mean? This kid is talking about it's itching. Somebody ain't making sure she washing it right. Because the only people that she would be left with his mama, his sister, his granny, and one of his little cousins. So, and his stepmom. So, them the only women that she's left with. So, if they can't make her sit her ass in some water, in some warm water at that, let it get saturated, knock all that dirt off of it, and then lather her ass up and rinse it off, then she don't need to go. If you pass the point of comfortability, which I understand because you're a man, you don't want to see your daughter in that way, you tell me that, homeboy. That way me and the women in your family can come up with a plan. This is what I mean by men don't know what to say, men don't know what to do, keep their ass out the middle. Because it's like, bruh. Shit. That's why I definitely said, don't nobody need to look at you, see you, talk to you a particular way, but me and your daddy until your daddy figure out how to be a parent to a daughter. Because you got more than one parent. And you ain't finna stress me the fuck out. And you have all of these women who have already gone through it to protect you. And if they can't, I need to take them off the list of protection. That's it. That's it. Because as far as I know, I don't think, well, in a couple of his aunties, she's okay with, to be left alone with. But I'm just like, she not being left with none of his rowdy family over there as far as I know. Because my family is rowdy enough. So, I'm like, bruh, make sure this kid is washing her ass. Hell, as babies, it's easy. Because they going to cry your ass until you wipe that ass. With these bigger kids, hell no, they're not going to tell you. They ain't going to tell you until they start scratching that motherfucker. Why are you digging? Why are you scratching? What is it? What is back there? What is down there? What are you doing? It's itching. Okay, well, come on. Let's go wash it. Baby, I don't do that whole kids scratching their ass thing. That's what I mean by the whole Because E. coli is still out here, y'all. These kids be scratching their ass because they ain't washing it good enough, or somebody not washing it good enough for them. Like, oh, no. At home, we used baby wipes, and at the point where when she was out all the time, obviously she had to learn how to just use tissue by herself, because that was when we were still potty training. Like, girl, everybody not gonna have wipes at their house. So you have to get used to keep cleaning it, with just tissue. Which kids gonna do whatever the hell they gonna do anyway. So that I don't think has ever been an issue since she's been older. Cause baby, I made sure and was trying to make sure that kid was 100% potty trained before she went to school. Don't nobody needs to go in the bathroom with my baby. She know how to do it by herself. And if she in there playing, somebody need to fucking say something so I can get her. But she know how to go by herself. The day, like I said, the day she came home like 2 days in a change of clothes. And I'm like, okay, so what happened? Well, it took them too long to take me to the bathroom. Definitely started charging their asses up. Because what did I tell y'all on that little piece of paper? She knows how to go to the bathroom. I don't give a damn if you got to let her go by herself. Stand in the hallway and make sure she okay. Especially when they had like 2 and 3 teachers in the classroom. The only thing was I didn't want the male teacher taking her to the bathroom. Nope. Nope. And I didn't like the way he looked. So, he looked like he couldn't control his urges. But you can't automatically go off of stuff like that because of how people look. I was just like, I don't want no male teachers taking her to the bathroom. And I feel like we should not say that or have to say that as women. I feel like if we have male and female teachers, they should come up with a better plan for that to make, each other comfortable and make the parents comfortable. Because, again, y'all don't know who the fuck y'all be working with. Y'all don't. I don't take my kid everywhere. When I was working, everybody didn't meet my baby. They knew I had a baby. I shown them pictures of my baby, but everybody didn't meet my baby. When any coworkers that I still had on social media or anything like that, they saw her, through pictures and videos and stuff like that. And a lot of my coworkers who had children, their children were a whole lot older. Like one of my old coworkers, I think one of her babies just graduated. And she might have another one. I think it's finna be a senior or it's finna be a junior or whatever. Baby, when she showed me, because when I met her little skinny self, I think she was on like baby number 4. And my ace, I think I fell in love with her the first day I met her. Because she was really the only one that showed me the ropes after a while. Because she was one of the team leads, so I was put with her. But she was really sweet. She was really nice. Most people who train, you don't really get along with or whatever the case may be. But I'm glad that for my very first job to interact with a trainer, it was her. And baby was stuck to her like glue. And she taught me a whole lot of stuff. And I hated when I left from up there. Because that was my ace. I just got tired of dealing with management. Because the job was easy. And again, I was learning so much, but they weren't going to teach me a whole lot because of who my mama was. Because the thing was to keep me at a certain point. So once they started pissing me off at them registers, I'm like, bro, put me in the back with the niggas. I'm sick of this shit. And it's funny, because after I got my nose pierced or whatever, and she kept talking about my Band-Aid, talking about you might as well just take your nose ring out. I want to tell her, bitch, you might as well just mind your business. Because my mama said I can have my nose pierced. If you don't want me working here no more, baby, just fire me. And she kept giving me so much shit. My mama pretty much quit for me. Give me that shit, wash that shit, fold that shit. I'm taking that shit back. Okay, girl. Especially if after I had to tell one of her daughters to mind her fucking business. Because, baby, you don't know me. And you the ugly sister, so I don't even know why you fucking talking to me. Because I didn't talk to her. I didn't like her attitude. I did not. So I didn't talk to her. I talked to her sister. Me and her sister was the same age. And me and her sister played too much together. So, but I didn't talk to her ass. Girl, fuck you. Because you and your mama not finna bully me. And didn't. Hell, I stayed friends with her sister for a long time. Probably just up until maybe a year or so ago. Yeah. Because honestly, we can tell in these pictures when folks, when we not happy or when we've gone through something. So, and once I started deleting folks and all of that stuff for a number of reasons, I could tell. Like, oh, they'll figure it out too. Because again, I ain't never been begging for nothing from nobody. Because everything I've gotten, everything I strive for, I worked for it. So, wasn't no begging of nothing. That's why I said the only way folks can get me, fire me, all of this stuff is when I start defending myself. Because I hardly talk. All I do is laugh. And I'm going to defend myself however I feel like I need to. Especially if I'm being provoked. That's why my mom was like, well, if you and him have to go to court, as long as I'm not provoked, it should be okay. Because I don't say nothing. Even when I would go around his family when we were happily married, I didn't talk unless they talked to me. Outside of a hey, unless I was walking into someone's house, hey, how's everybody doing? I didn't talk. Because that nigga is a mute, so I didn't talk. And the cousins and the aunties and stuff that did build a personal relationship with me, they know who the fuck I really am and how I really am. Like I said, I can't be with another man that don't know how to talk. Because, baby, I'm supposed to be a whole lot further than this. So, baby, that next one need to know how to talk. Intellectually at that. I don't want you to just be talking, just be talking. I don't give a damn if you're using all them big ass college words all the time. I don't care. As long as you can talk about something. Other than family problems and all of this shit. Because again, if we not helping, it really shouldn't be a problem. Because if we can't help, it really shouldn't be a problem. We just do the best we can. But again, my daddy taught me a long time ago, at some point, we supposed to get out and do our own shit. And that's what I was doing. And I'm going to always stand firm on my no. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't know who this person was. And that'd be another thing. Folks be under here talking. Well, not talking. But just be saying, well, yeah, talking shit. Just saying some of everything. Like, baby, just chill. Especially because they don't be up under here interacting with one another. They be up under here trying to distract me. Because when I'm in my in those celebrity groups, well, it's only like one celebrity that I'll be watching like that. But I just interact with the other people. When he, look and see whatever it is I said, or whenever he does see what I said, okay. But for the most part, I be on that interacting with the other people. If I come across people that I don't care for because I don't like their demeanor or their attitude or whatever, because I'm the same way with strangers, I'm the same way with older women, I'm the same way, baby. Block. Like 2 or 3 girls, I sat and watched their lives and shit like that, and I'm like, y'all's voices are annoying. Y'all don't have to worry about me supporting. I can't even stand to listen to y'all talk. Mm-mm. And I guess because I learned early about that whole high pitch ass, them voices, like, baby, talk normal. What the fuck is that? That's why I say I don't do none of that cute ass shit when I'm talking to guys. Like, I just talk. If you interested, great. If I'm interested, great. But I don't do that shit. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't do none of that. And that's why I be telling people I've never had to do none of those extra things for boys to like me or for guys to like me. And most of those who actually chose to like just be friends and then try, those are mostly the ones that I actually kept in contact with for a little while until, whenever. But mm, I don't flirt. I don't do none of that. And like I know when guys say, friend, because friend regardless, whether we decide to do anything, whether we decide to just hang out and eat together or play video games together, friend. I get that. But honestly, if you're overly attractive, I know that I'm gonna at least want to try or see where it goes. That's why I'm like, I don't have male friends. I don't have male friends. I prefer ugly male friends. The only thing with ugly males is they always want to smell my coochie. No, no. We're supposed to just be friends, remember? Now, if you got into this or came along because you thought I was going to give it up like them other girls that we used to know, no, because I'm not attracted to you in that way. But we can truly be friends. Now, that to me is my boundary, my no right there. Because what I say, if you can't keep my coochie off your brain, it's okay as a friend to tell me that. That way, if you really want to be friends, we need to find a way how to be. If you really want to be friends, we need to find a way how to be friends without my coochie being on your mind. If you cannot be my friend and keep my coochie off your mind, then you tell me that so we can just stay separated. If this was a business relationship, it just needs to stay business. That's just what it is. If you gonna hound me and hassle me because I still won't give you my coochie, then I'm sorry. Then we just don't need to be friends, cause that's still borderline, praying on me after I done told you no. Again, I don't be wanting to put that predator word on motherfuckers, but however, after so many times a girl has told you no, or I brushed it off, did you not get the hint? That's another reason why I don't allow guys to just buy me things. Because like I said, a nigga bought me 2 pair of shoes and took it from me. So, but he said he understood that I only wanted to be friends because I had a boyfriend. He said he understood. Obviously he didn't because he couldn't control himself. That's what I mean by I do not have male friends. Because males use that friend word and don't use it right. I take friendship, like I said in another video, I take friendship like little kids take friendship. Pinky promise. If I can't trust your pinky promise, that's a problem for me. We learned that watching Sesame Street and Barney and all of that. I'm sorry. Those are still things that make me happy. Those are still shows that I could probably sit up in here, up under my covers, and suck my thumb and watch TV and not feel bad or judged about the fact that that is what I'm in here doing by myself. So when I say friendship, I take friendships seriously. As my friend, if you fucking up and I see it's a fuck up, I'm going to talk to you about it. As my friend, if I'm doing a true fuck up and you see that shit, as my true friend, you're supposed to tell me that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is what I mean by you bitches and hoes and niggas do not know nothing about friendship. Because we all talk about somebody, especially when we're upset. But if we can't come out of it, can't get past it or whatever that, then nah, we wasn't friends from the jump. We need to just go on and do away with the whole shit. No, friendships don't have to end in beef. But however, depending on what the hell went on, it's going to be beef. I don't use the grill, but I'm okay with using a pan and a skillet. So, yeah, it's just some stuff I don't play about. Because if, like I said just in another video, if I reach my hand out and you let my hand fall, I'm not looking in your direction no more. And I guess when my ex best friend was hanging up in my face and all of that shit, she didn't realize, bitch, I stopped loving you in that way a long time ago. I just wanted to end this peacefully to find out what the fuck was going on. Only because we had been in each other's lives for so long. You embarrassed me, I embarrassed you, bitch. I don't give a fuck. We gonna get through it or we not. And when she kept hanging up in my face, that meant we could not get through it. That means you are not grown. You are not grown. Especially, and I only wanted to see what was going on because our children had been involved. That was it. Because I had already told my baby, if you see her in public, you are more than welcome to speak. However, if she hits you, whatever the case may be, you do whatever you need to do. And that's just what I said. And I'm okay with fighting the mama. Because everybody's supposed to be cordial. Because again, I still don't know why the hell them two little things was fighting. I just know that they weren't being watched, is what Diamond said. I don't know if she was over there fucking while them kids was in the room. I really don't give a damn. That's what I mean by Because if I know I got some dick coming, I don't want nobody's kids around. Not even mine. And I thank God for the one friend that I did allow to come around Diamond, because he definitely saw me going through it. And he came to me a whole bunch of times when he really didn't have to. His ass could have been doing something else on them nights where he came to hang out with me and hold my head when I was crying and just to talk to me, about stuff. And it wasn't even stuff with my ex, which some of it was stuff that I had already realized and all of that, but it was just the fact that somebody outside of my mama was saying the things that I had already been saying to myself, And it was a long time before I even gave him some coochie, because he was trying to. And he was one of the ones I liked, and I kept him at bay because I'm like, well, no, him and I are still working through our things, yada, 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 And he said he understood that. He wasn't pushing the issue. But I think one of those days where he came to me and saw how, broke up about the situation itself, not the man, but the situation itself, because again, everybody knew who I was, how I was, even when I had a boyfriend. So I think it was pissing him off at that point for me to be crying that much, because they had seen me cry about one of my exes before, but they were his friends, so they knew what the fuck he was doing. So, but he, for him to be there for me, because when he first came around, I would not hug him. I would not hug him. He was like, why are you not hugging me? I said, because I'm still a married woman, even though we're breaking up. And he was like, okay, it's okay for you to hug me. I said, I know, but I ain't got there yet. And it took us a minute after that first visit for me to hug him. And once I hugged him, I felt a whole lot better, because he said that he could feel that I need a hug. But I hadn't had the type of hug that I needed, because, yeah, my ex was coming around. We were still being friendly or whatever. When we were having sex or whatever, it just still wasn't the same. And friendly as in being fake. Because I knew I was done with the situation. Because I was no longer happy. And he already knew that. Because at that point, I started calling him bro. And he was mad about that. And he was like, stop calling me bro. I can't cut it off. Because in this moment, I don't see you as my husband. I don't see you as my lover anymore. I don't. And at that time, I didn't even see him as a friend because I was heartbroken because our marriage was ending. So I didn't see him as anything. I just saw him as truly somebody that I no longer knew. Because we hadn't been living in the house together for a long time. You don't realize when you are married and you don't live in the house together for a long time, that definitely causes a rift in the relationship. It does. It does. No matter what the outside things are. When you and your person are not living together and y'all are no longer in sync, you can feel it. And when Mama was like, well, Diamond can feel the tension between you and her daddy. Diamond been feeling that tension since the first day she hollered at her daddy and told him to stop talking to me like that. So, yeah. Because to this day, I cannot believe that kid hollered at her daddy. You're making her cry. Stop talking to her like that. I grabbed that kid's mouth so fast. Girl, that is your daddy. I get that you're upset because he's making mommy cry, but that is still your dad. It's like, ooh, I still remember that night. Me and Diamond was in that apartment by ourselves. He was sitting in his car on the phone. And Diamond got in that phone. Because he talked pretty much saying that I was the reason why Diamond was acting the way she was acting because I was always crying. Do you not realize I'm heartbroken, my nigga, and I'm still getting up doing whatever I'm supposed to do every day? No, you don't realize that. All you see is the hurt from your side. That's all you see. You got 4 eyes, and that's all you see. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing to Diamond. Diamond is watching her mother be sad or, whatever the case may be. That is what Diamond is seeing. Because Diamond already sees that her family is broken up. I ain't say shit. Her daddy's no longer in the house. No matter why he left the house, her daddy is no longer in the house. That is why she's acting like that. And then when you do talk to me, we arguing. So yeah, she's seeing that you are the problem. That is what she was seeing. Once I moved home with my mama because I was done and I started cussing your ass out, yeah, then I was the problem because of the situation you left me in. Definitely became the problem. That's why I said I'm not watching no motherfucking thing. Because I don't talk to this nigga. And at this point, he should keep being a mutant. Don't fucking talk to me. Because I guess he trying to rub some shit in my face. But you realize, nigga, you're ugly as fuck. Do you not realize a lot of the girls that saw pictures of you and shit like that thought your ass was ugly as fuck? And I thought you was just handsome. Do you not realize that? Loved you unconditionally. No conditions, my nigga. None. Stank breath and all. Just saying. When we were young, some shit passed. Now as adults, I can't let some shit pass. Like that funky ass breath at 35 years old. Why your breath funky as fuck? No, I'm not talking about my ex at this point. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I drink and I smoke, and my breath do not stink, even when I wake up with morning breath. So it be like, why is it that I'm rolling over with somebody or whatever the case may be, and their breath is just funky? What have you not been doing all this time? Because, I don't always floss, and my breath don't be smelling half as bad as some of these men and women breath that I be smelling. I be like, mm-mm. And I know niggas who eat ass and they breath don't be stinking. So I be like, what is it that y'all be doing? And y'all do be eating ass and y'all breath stink like that. Like, I don't be understanding. Don't be understanding. And me and him had pretty decent hygiene. And again, booty was always clean when he decided he wanted to go back there. So I don't be understanding why folks' breath be so funky. And I mean real funky. Like, I should not smell your breath and we not even standing that close to each other. I said this about one of the girls I went to school with because she felt the need to reach out to me after some shit. I don't know why the fuck she felt like she needed to reach out to me or anything. Cute or not, girl, your breath was still funky. I'm still trying to figure out because she ain't reached out or nothing because I reached out to her. Exactly. Ass mouth is exactly what her ass was. But again, I liked her as a friend, as a person. But for her to be friends with all the niggas, why these niggas ain't telling you your breath stink? I'm just saying. Because, Oh, I know what it is, baby. I know exactly what it is. But it's like, why these niggas not telling you your breath stink? That be my thing about you niggas that say y'all are friends with these bitches. Y'all ain't at least telling them that they breath stink. Y'all don't have to be ugly about it. But there's a way for you to tell them. I'm just saying. I don't think any of my boy guy friends growing up told me anything hygienic wise. If I did have anything hygienic wise going on, they didn't tell me. They must have talked to each other about it because no one ever talked to me about any hygiene, anything. Because the only thing they could possibly say about me is maybe my breath. Because at that time we were always out in the summertime and shit like that. Sometimes we just got the fuck up, ate that cereal, and ran out the door. So to me, that's the only thing that they could probably have ever said about me. Cause yeah. I don't care about the whole body thing because I always looked a certain way. But yeah. And I got rough with the boys. So maybe that's why they didn't talk about me a certain way. Because I'd be out there riding bikes and running up and down the street with them niggas. But they never talked about me. And the one that I was interested in, like, we definitely obviously knew we were interested in each other, but I told them we needed to wait because of our fathers. We just needed to wait because my father and another person's father had already come in between someone that I really liked or whatever. We ended up just staying friends eventually, but I didn't want to be taken away from this person, so I was just like, friend, no, we just can't. We just can't. And we were young. It's definitely halitosis. You are definitely right. Definitely halitosis, because, baby, what the fuck is this? Again, even when I lived in the house with smokers all the time, I don't think I stunk, which is probably why I was preyed on. I don't think I stunk. That's why once I got to a certain point, I don't mind smelling how I smell. I don't mind looking how I'm looking. Quit looking at me. Oh my God. And it is a trauma response. It is. But don't fucking look at me. If it ain't business related, if we not friends, if we not, don't look at me. Don't look at me. You dig my vibe. You dig my vibe until I say something you don't like. But thank you. I'm an Aquarian. Because baby folks dig my vibe when they first meet me until I say some shit they don't like. Or until they invite me into their business. Because obviously, if I'm talking to you about something, I've obviously invited you into my business. Oh, come on, Tyrus. I get along with most Tyrus. Hey. But, yeah. I just be like, if you don't want me to have an opinion, don't bring it up. That be my thing about people. If I brought it up to you, I obviously want you to talk me through it, or, if you've gone through it before, or if you haven't gone through it before, shit, we can talk about the shit and crack jokes together. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get stuck on words. That's for the lame. It is. It is. But you know, some people only got their word when it come to me. Especially if they done let me down too much. All I got is your word, baby. And if your word don't mean shit, I'm definitely gonna show you that it didn't mean shit to me. Because my mom was telling me one of my little cousins is moving back. Girl, I don't believe none of these motherfuckers is moving back until they get here and I see their location. Because they've been telling me they was coming back since I was a little kid. I'm just saying. Baby, don't get my heart all excited. And I'm like that, you know, for a reason. So, especially because of all the things that my family went through, I definitely be wanting to make sure that certain family members are okay. It ain't about being up in nobody's business. It's like, I put my eyes on you. I see that you're okay. That's how I am. I'm too old to be caught up in what people say. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Especially if they ain't doing a motherfucking thing for you. I don't give a damn how minute, how small, how big, whatever. Mm-mm. If it's just a damn phone call, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the overall of how people do. Because again, if you can't reach out or whatever the case may, because can't nobody just be sending bukus of gifts and shit like that all the time. Like, who really got that type of money like that? Even the celebrities, they still got shit that they got to do. Okay, even when they do give and things like that. So it's like no one's asking for, you know, monetary help, you know, financial things and stuff like that. And that's what I be wanting people to get out of when it comes to me. I don't be asking y'all for this shit. Half the time, I'm like, I'll work for my shit. Because, like with my cousins, they don't call me to braid their hair or do their hair, none of that shit. When I was doing my cousin's hair this last time, I feel like she was trying to play me, but I was getting what I needed. So, I'm just like, whatever. I don't, I don't call nobody for nothing. And depending on the work that you're trying to give me, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not finna come clean up your kitchen if your kitchen is super fucking dirty. No, I'm not finna do that. And I say that because I did that with my ex and his grandmother. Like, we had to go through and gut her house because his two little cousins were living there. So, no. How many people came across your house before I came along? How many people came across your whatever before I came along? Why does it have to be placed on me now? And that's where I am with this. When my grandma wants certain things done, I wanted certain things done, and I kept having the mindset of where the fuck is everybody else at who live here? I'm not talking about the motherfuckers who don't live here. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who live here. We are not the only motherfuckers who live here. And I know my mama, you know, because it weighed on my mama a lot. My mom and my uncle, it weighed on them a lot. I didn't complain to my uncle because my uncle been doing this. And my uncle showed me what the fuck I was going to have to do. So, wasn't no point in me complaining to my uncle. My uncle already showed me what the fuck to do. That's why I be telling folks, y'all better leave me the fuck alone. My uncle already told me what the fuck to do. And he the oldest. I was like, baby, when I do open my mouth and say, my mom and my uncle need some motherfucking help. And once they finally got down here and saw that, talking about Kiki. No, Kiki ain't the motherfucking problem. Kiki is an addition to y'all shit. Hell, one of the grandchildren shouldn't be whining and crying as much as she is for you motherfuckers to come help the grandparents. Trifling. Sad. Talking about Kiki always around. I'm sorry, but my grandma and papa said I can pop up whenever the fuck I got ready. I was the last one living here. Hello? Shit. And when my papa was getting ready to die, he told us we can go over there whenever we fucking got ready. Hey, grandma. Shit. Every my thing. Motherfuckers that don't live here be trying to come here and try to control some shit. And don't realize you just creating more problems. And creating, well, not even creating the truths. You just letting the truths come on out because you creating the fucking problems. I said, baby, I ain't gonna never come up off of none of this shit because I ain't gonna keep blaming me for a motherfucking time. Excuse me. Because Kiki always get caught while she minding her business. I always get caught while she minding her business. That's every time I got, it's because I was minding my business. And like my cousins be thinking I be being funny when I say I don't kick it around certain people. I kick it around y'all. I don't know y'all's friends like that. And the few friends that they did, introduce me to and stuff like that, I was cool with. I'm not talking to them bitches on social media. I ain't hanging out with them hoes, going out to eat and going to the club unless I'm with my cousins. So, and even still with them. My kid, I don't allow my kid to go with any and everybody. However, if they with my cousins or whatever, they already know what to do and what not to do. So, as an adult, I don't kick it with all kinds of people. I don't. I don't. I'm a part of all kinds of communities. And I don't kick it with every single person in my community. I only kick it with certain people in all the communities that I'm a part of. The ones that's trying to make it and stay alive. That's it. You keep your bullshit away from me. If you truly don't want no guidance, no counsel, no none of that, don't talk to me about your shit. Like, you bitches didn't want no help. You bitches just wanted to whine and cry because them niggas didn't want to listen to y'all. That was it. That was it. Ooh, friend, I just don't understand why I can't find a man. Ooh. You're beautiful to a man. You're ugly to me now, but you're beautiful to a man. I'm not understanding why you ain't found nobody. For as much pussy as you give up, it should be good. I'm not understanding why you ain't found nobody. And for as much head as you swear you giving up, I still don't know why you ain't found nobody. Honey, why you whining? You picking these wrong niggas, the ones that's definitely taking advantage of you for one. And I say that to any of them, especially if they always crying about either the multiple guys or the one guy or whatever. It's like, bruh, y'all not married. Y'all ain't signed no papers. Why are you bitches so unhappy? I was the one that needed to be unhappy because I was the one that already signed some motherfucking papers. You hoes can go out here and bust it open as much as you want to. Honestly, protection wise, y'all obviously hadn't figured it out as single women. Because at this point in my life, anybody take advantage of me, they gonna get got. Especially because of all the things I've already gone through. Because I'm gonna make it count. Add OP again. My phone on the charger, y'all. I'll be back. Baby, I used to do this all the time. You like me? You really like me? I used to shampoo my hair and deep condition it and be done just left that bitch. I be done went to sleep. All of this shit. That was why I like being a stay-at-home mama too when I was growing my hair out, because that was my focus. Like, I truly could take care of my hair like that. Since I've been going through all of this stuff, I couldn't do that the way I needed to do it. So I do feel like my hair should be a whole lot longer, but because I chopped it down, it's probably where it is supposed to be. So I pulled out this braiding hair. All I have is blue, and that's probably why I haven't started on it, because I don't want to use this, because I'm supposed to be a strawberry blonde at this point. So I got, what was this? Was it 1B33 or 1B30? It was one of them, 30 or 33. And then I got this blue hair. And then I have another bundle of blue hair. And I could probably do me some cornrows. Something real quick, real simple. But I don't want that color in my hair, because I don't like dark hair during the summertime. It's supposed to go light during the spring and summer. So I'm out of season for hair. Out of season for hair. And like I said, when I put this hair up, I could have sworn I had more hair left in that. I really thought I did. But, again, you really don't need no hair. No, I really don't. I really don't, because it's really hot. You dig how I look now? You like ugly women? Because my hair ain't done. I ain't got no makeup on. I ain't got no lip chap on. You just like plain Jane? Is that what you're telling me? So, but once I blow dry my hair out, if I decide to blow dry it out, because right now it's still up under this shower cap in this, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how far I got to walk around next week. So it's like, do I really want to put something on my head? Because, baby, I'm finna be in the sun. Oh, you think I'm genuine? Thank you. I try to be. In every door that I walk through, I try to be as genuine as I possibly can. Genuine and kind. Until I'm provoked. Baby, even in the trauma center. Genuine and kind until I'm provoked. And so... I'm not quite hungry yet. The only thing that's already in there that's just made is that pizza that my daddy cooked. He had did us he had got like a pizza from the deli and just added to it. And it's always good when we add to our own pizza. Like when Diamond was smaller, I liked letting her make her own little pizzas and stuff when we stayed at home. But when life is busy, it's definitely easier to just get one that's already done and just add to it. And most times I just get the Supreme, and him and her would eat like the pepperoni stuff without all the extra shit on it. I'm not in the mood for eggs and sausage because I have it in there. I'm just not in the mood for it. And then, or I would eat whatever, like the Supreme pizza and then whatever else they had, because I don't discriminate. And I know what certain things are supposed to do for our bodies. My grandma made us eat vegetables. So, I eat that Supreme pizza without no issues. The only thing is when they don't chop them olives down. I don't like olives, green or black, but if black olives are chopped down, minced down, whatever, sliced, I will eat them, depending on what they're in. Like, at Taco Casa, I'm still not understanding why the fuck they put them olives in that damn burrito. I don't want them damn olives in my burrito. I don't give a damn how filling it is. Get them damn olives out of my burrito. I'm trying to think what's in there because I do need to eat. It's almost 12. I don't think I ate late last night. Oh, we still got beans and rice, I think. Maybe I'll eat some of that. And since I've been in the house these last few days, I haven't quite been turned off by food, but a bowl of beans and rice might be good. Yeah, I don't bite my nails no more, but I bite the hell out of my lip. My bad, y'all. I was checking my notifications. Oh, my friend ain't text me back yet. He want me to talk ugly to him, and I think he likes it. It's okay. When he responds, I'm definitely gonna say something real ugly to him. Which he's already told me. He likes the way I talk. Sir, chill. She got that TV up loud for somebody that's supposed to be in there asleep. Put them in the freezer already. Did he take them bitches? That'd be another thing about living in my over here. When you think you got some food, people might even be done put it up in the freezer or took it. I'm like, bruh, really? Yeah, he put the damn. What'd he do with the damn beans? Let me see if these I have these wings in here. I don't follow people when they tell me to follow them. But if you follow me, at some point I'll go on your page. Maybe the only thing about being in my mama and daddy house, when they don't wash all their dishes, I hate cooking because then if I wash dishes, it's only right to wash all their fucking dishes. Bruh. And if y'all been eating these, I hope y'all ain't been nice kitchen, thank you. I hope y'all ain't been putting this damn seasoning packet on all of these damn wings, cause these damn seasoning packets be salty as hell. And they give you so much seasoning and they don't give you a whole bunch of wings. When I first started eating these wings, I would save the seasoning packet and add it to something else. Cause of how much seasoning is left in that damn packet for these little bitty ass wings. So normally when I first started using these, I would wait until it done cook like a little bit unfrozen, so that then I would take it out and put the seasoning on all of them. But here lately, I just been putting it in there while it's putting it on there while it's frozen, and then I put my fries in the same pan. If my fries got the seasoning on it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm just not finna take it out today. I don't feel like it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just a little seasoning salt. It's stuck to the bottom for whatever reason. Are those Ore-Ida fries? Why do we say that? It's Idaho. Oh, man. Because when I picked up those in the grocery store, I definitely thought Ore-Ida versus Idaho. Oh, my God. That's funny. I didn't know a whole lot of people said it like that. That's funny as hell. I could probably blow dry my hair while I'm waiting for my food to come out the. I didn't even realize how many hearts I had. Thanks, guys. I be trying not to focus on the numbers so much. I learned that when working in production. When they tell you don't focus on the numbers so much, worry about the accuracy. So at this point, I'm just me. Ain't no accuracy. So even though I ain't got a whole lot of hair on my head no more, this the only comb attachment I got because somebody broke my fucking other one when I moved back home. Yeah, my mama was talking to me about some of my antics. And she was talking to me about my sister-in-law. And she was like, y'all gonna get there when we get ready. I'm like, I'm not begging nobody for nothing, especially if I ain't in the wrong. Because too many people nosy and don't say nothing until shit start going awry. And then we trying to create extra stuff. I'm going to be me, just like everybody else been being them. And that's it, that's all. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't always like the way everybody else act. But I just either choose not to go around or I choose not to speak. Or when I do speak, I say, hey, and I just leave it as is. It's whatever. I don't care. We all going through some stuff. And when everybody else was going through some stuff, I definitely came off my pedestal to check on everybody. Now, if I was in the middle of my storm while everybody had stuff going on, then that's what it is. I was in the middle of my storm and no, I couldn't pull myself out of it. So, and I didn't have a lot of support. The support I needed because my ex-husband obviously didn't know what he was doing. And that's just what all of this boils down to. That's what it boils down to. And like I said, he blamed me for a lot of shit, but you don't realize the type of family you came from, so you blame yourself as well for a lot of this shit. Just look at the backgrounds. There you go. I went ahead and put my wings and my fries in the oven because it's gonna take it a minute to warm up anyway. Because I put it in a glass pan, so it'll be all right. I'll just let it slow cook. I didn't comb it through since I knew I was gonna blow dry my hair. The heater helped distribute it. Sorry, y'all. Where the smoke alarm don't go off. I got product on my hand, that's why I flipped it like that. Oh shit. hairs a whole lot bigger than what I thought it was. But I've been planning on putting no heat on my hair until it got cold. But my hair's still not long enough for nothing else, so that's why I haven't been blown drying it. Okay, so it is a lot longer than what I thought it was. I didn't think it was this long. Excuse me. hair is a whole lot longer than I thought it was. I didn't think my hair was this big. But when it's shriveled up, it's exactly what it is. Shriveled. So we're gonna sit around like this for a few days. Like I said in my other live before they cut that bitch, my little brother done came home. Every time he come out this damn bathroom, I see something, baby, I take a paper towel, wipe, and push it on his side. Now, throw this shit in the trash. Aggravating as fuck. And he's used to me cleaning up after him because he was another one of my babies as well. Nigga, no. I don't have to do this. I did that then because I had to clean up behind your fucking self. Same with my daddy. When you and your brother just need to, what the fuck do I need to talk to this grown ass nigga about? Oh, Jesus. Baby, these niggas got women, so hell no. I'm not talking to these niggas about shit. Hell, they've been selfish their whole lives and taking care of their whole lives. They can leave me the fuck alone. I would have to go pee after I've come out the bathroom. Y'all hold on. I'm gonna separate these wings and these fries so I can get some of the seasoning about this pan, but I'm gonna do what it do. And don't try putting no cold water on no hot gas pan, or you will crack that sucker. Not a whole lot. I just put a little water on this one side of the pan where my wings were to get this seasoning out there. Because I didn't put nothing at the bottom of the pan because I got my fries in here as well. So I'm just turning them over. And I separate them back out so they can finish cooking. I push my fries all the way up to the side so they wouldn't get no water on them. So, and I'm just gonna put everything right back in the oven. My mama must have known that I was in here blow drying my hair because she didn't get up out that bed and come out that bedroom. My side itching, y'all. And yes, I washed my ass in my first live this morning. But again, they cut that bitch because I was adjusting my phone while I was driving. Like, what the fuck? All the things that I've been doing on this motherfucker, and that's the reason why you want to take my damn live. I do need to watch this one before I post it because I need to make sure I ain't give y'all no titty. Because if you already seen it, you already seen it. But I need to make sure you ain't getting no titty. That way when I post it on YouTube, y'all ain't getting free titty. Because y'all gonna pay for these. Y'all, I'm not looking at absolutely nothing. I'm just looking out the window and breathing. That's all I'm doing. Popping my toes, as y'all heard. I was looking at my hair in the mirror over there. Let it grow out a little more. Probably get through this winter. By next spring, I should be getting me a mohawk. Because once I start doing box braids, I'm probably going to do like I did the last time and clip it as I braid it. Because it's going to be put up anyway. So it don't matter. I only do that when I'm doing box braids. If I'm doing like cornrows or something like that, I try not to clip it beforehand so that I don't have any blunt pieces hanging out of the braids. And with box braids, I separate my hair out as much as I got to keep it from being blunt. I just try not to cut it perfect. I just, whatever section I'm finna braid in that moment, I just clip the very ends of it. The end that might feel rough, the end that might feel real thin, and then braid it on up because it's finna be put up. And I make sure I overly grease my hair up under those, up under that braiding hair. And then I either keep my scalp greased or oiled. Now that my hair is longer, I don't have to use as much grease because I was using all of that grease to catch all of that hair. But now while my hair is braided, I can just use oil on my scalp and put the grease on my hair like I had been doing. And that's really how my hair stays moisturized under my braids, because I definitely lather my hair up in grease while I'm braiding it. My hair. I don't do that on other people's hair because of grip, but I know the tension that I like on my own head. So I will grease and oil your scalp and all of that stuff while I'm going, but not the way that I do my own hair. Because sometimes after I'm finished braiding that braid, you're going to see some of that grease sitting right on top of there, and all I do is just rub it on in that braid. Just rub it on in that braid. Because once you braid that hair dry, ain't no guarantee that grease and that oil is going to get up under that braiding hair for as tight as we braid. Some of us braid tight, some of us don't. But for as tight as we braid, sometimes that oil and that grease and stuff is not going to get through every piece of strand of that hair to get to your hair. So it's good to prep your hair before you allow other people to put anything on it. Because like when you go, sometimes when you go to the African shops, they using the grease or whatever just to braid your hair. But sometimes it still don't be enough. And for as tight as they braid, a lot of that grease is coming right on off. It's coming right on off. Now, when I started braiding my own hair, then I would shampoo my hair with braids or micros or whatever I had, kinky twists, whatever. Because I knew how much grease and oil and stuff I was keeping in my hair. But when I was getting my hair braided from the Africans, I just let my little hairstyle do what it's going to do. And then when it was done, I take it down. Because even still, for as tight as they braid, you're not shampooing your hair. You only shampooing that braiding hair. And if you're not letting that hair drop under that braiding hair, it's going to mold. So that's another reason why I don't like shampooing my hair with braids, because of the fear of that possibly getting mold in between the strands of hair. Because I don't like sitting under the dryer. When I do sew-ins and stuff, or when I had sew-ins and stuff, that was another thing. I don't like sitting under the dryer. I'd rather just take it down after a while and redo it. And that's the same with other people. Like, I don't like shampooing sew-ins and shit, because people don't really take care of their hair like that up under their shit. So it's like, no, I don't do that. You wear that hair until you're done, and then we take it down and start over. And because I am that kind of hairstylist, it's like you have time to get your money prepared, because you know I'm that type of hairstylist. Take that shit down, shampoo your hair real good, scratch your scalp before we shampoo it or whatever if needed, and put that bitch right back up. I know this winter I do want to try to do some sew-ins on myself again, because I ain't had a weave and I don't know how long, but I know the winter time would be the perfect time to do it, since my plan is to keep my hair put up. Or do like some half up, half down styles to make sure I'm not pulling the front of my hair. And I did a lot of them when I let my hair grow out the last time. Box braids and half up and half down styles, because Diamond was the only kid that I was around. Diamond was the only kid pulling on my hair. So as long as she ain't snatch shit out the front, for the most part, I let her be until she got a little stronger. Then I had to pop her on the hands. Hey, you got a handful of my braids in your hand. Quit. My mom make me sick. She looked at my shorts when I went outside to see if she needed help. Told my coochie out. My coochie is not out, girl. And I guess this would be considered coochie out when I was a little girl, because this right here was too short because of how thick I am. Like my friends, they could wear short shorts because of how skinny they were, but because of how voluptuous I am, I couldn't wear short shorts. So, and the one friend that I did go around, her mom allowed me to. She definitely made sure my booty was all the way covered, because she was like, she did not want to hear my daddy mad. Because she knew some of the stuff I had been through, because she had been through some of the stuff before, so she understood what my issue was and what my daddy's fear was. So If I couldn't fit in my friend's shorts, because my friend, she was really skinny. If I couldn't fit in her shorts, you know, if the butt part didn't stretch out, her mama would give me a pair of shorts. So I'm like, here, girl. Thank you. I think it was only one pair of shorts of hers that I could wear because she had big booty and big hips. Wide hips, I mean. So it was like maybe one pair of shorts. Talking about these were too small for me. Here. Talking about don't look at me like that. Okay, girl. Oh, man. But yeah, the shorts thing. Like I wore shorts, but as far as shorts, I wasn't allowed to wear shorts. Not in my daddy's house. And if I went with my friends, depending on who the friend was, if my daddy caught me out, my daddy wouldn't really say nothing, which wasn't too many people because I always asked. They always knew who I was with, all of that stuff. Anything else that happened, you know, while I was out, obviously was on me, but they knew who I was with. They knew where I was going. And because I was taught earlier, it don't matter how much skin you got showing, no is still no. I didn't feel like it was sneaking. I just felt like, you know, another mom is just guiding me, you know. Because my mama didn't mind me wearing them. She just wasn't buying them because she knew how my daddy felt about them. And like I tell my daddy, I can't wear jeans all the time. It's dead set in the middle of summer. I can't wear jeans all the time. Like I didn't mind wearing like basketball shorts and shit like that, you know, or the little volleyball, the little soft shorts almost like these that we wore for volleyball practice and stuff. He didn't mind me wearing those. It's just act like you got some sense. And I always did for the most part. Because again, I didn't mind, you know, doing certain things with my friends because we're friends and I know things happen and shit like that. So there's a lot of stuff that just did not embarrass me. Like I said, my pussy had been exposed a whole bunch of times. A whole bunch of times. So when it came to certain things, I just was not embarrassed. I always wore shorts up under my skirts and dresses for a particular reason, unless we had like a ceremony or something that I knew we just wasn't finna be just showing out afterwards. Because for the most part, when they had us dress up, they made sure we stayed clean. You know, they didn't give us nothing to where we could get dirty and none of that shit. But baby, when it was time to play them damn sports, oh baby, take that shit off. It's time to play. It's game time. What time did I get up this morning? Because it seemed like I've been up for a long ass time. I think once I finally got up and moving, it was like 8 o'clock. Because Diamond out here. So I really have no reason to be up there early. And then it started going again. I'm going to have to go in the garage when I want to smoke again. Ooh. What you doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me check my notification. Hold on, y'all. Let me check my notification. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I've already taken care of that. We got a message about the daycare thing. Well, the after school care thing for next school year. I'm glad I took care of that as soon as I got it. The only thing about this shit is I hate that they don't send like a confirmation email or none of that shit. That's the only thing about that. They do not send a confirmation email. So it's like if you didn't already pay, you gotta rely. I mean, if you already paid, you gotta rely on them to tell you. Switch charges so y'all can come over here in the bed. Ooh, God is good, God is great. Let us thank him for this plate. Amen. Mm, my boo, I ain't seen her out here in a minute. I'm gonna go on and see what she liking. I'm surprised I'm eating, but it's probably because I hit that black. And mentally, I know I gotta eat. I don't even want it. Hell, I wanted some more beans and rice. And somebody gave me 2 pieces apiece. I don't want no more red sauce. I'm probably not gonna eat it. And I know I'm gonna have to find me another plug. Because I don't like to no respond to shit. All I need is a yes or a no, bro. Yeah. I'm used to having plugs that communicate a little better. I need to find me an old nigga. Somebody that don't mind just being friends. Because he gotta be real fine in order for me to want to give up some coochie. If he an old nigga. He gotta be real fine. And what else are you offering? Because you got to give up something. Did I leave my cup in the kitchen? You know, the whole Diamond not being here thing would have been a whole lot better if I was with somebody. Or if I was actually dating, going out and shit. This shit is aggravating as hell. Shit, bring my motherfucking child back. See? Shows I do not care about the nigga no more. At this point, I just want my baby because I'm bored. Because, yeah, that nigga was never at home. He was always at work or out. When he was at home, he was at home. But majority of the time, he was either at work or out. It ain't too often where that nigga can just sit and do absolutely nothing. Because somebody was always calling him outside the house. But I had told him before we had even gotten married that his family issues was gonna cause issues in our relationship. And he was like, "No, it's not. I got it." Apparently, you don't. That's what I meant by when people started pulling us apart. They didn't realize what they had done. And again, the people that talk all that shit are people who got their kids in unorthodox ways, or their relationships were in unorthodox ways, or whatever the case may be. My situation went like that. And that's another reason why I'm going to keep going at the women in his family that have something to say, because you ain't always tell the truth about the shit or the niggas you was fucking, did you? So shut the fuck up. Tend to your own marriage, tend to your own whatever. And let us handle this the way we need to handle it, since y'all didn't help the way we asked y'all to help. Or the way I asked y'all to help, because he obviously didn't ask the right way. So, he's a horrible messenger boy. But because of the lack of communication, all of this went to shit because he's saying. Because I know how to communicate very well. Even when I'm pissed. Because if you don't let me get it out, of course some of everything is going to come out my mouth. And say what the fuck I want to say. That's why I called him Dirty Dick Jr. on Facebook. Because you're not going to play with me. You're not going to play with me. Because everybody already knew about your daddy's ways, bro. You're not going to play with me. Diamond don't know. Unless they tell her. I ain't say it in front of the child. Shit. Your daddy been embarrassing us for a long time. Before I even got into the family, from what I was told. So yeah, boy, fuck you. You an embarrassment too. We an embarrassment together. God damn it. I'm full. Squeeze me. Squeeze me. My bad, y'all. I was on Facebook. My bad, y'all. I was looking at the whole fan club shit. I don't even know what the fuck be going on. Until stuff start popping up and then I sit there and read to see what the hell it was. I figured this shit out. I'm probably gonna go chill. I need to smoke, but I really don't want to hit this back again. So I'm probably gonna just sit around and look ugly to myself until my friend messages me back. So I'll probably see y'all in another one. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow.